Aloha, everyone. Happy week 6 of the Diamond Heart Project. And great to be with you and share and connect and offer this beautiful information. So today we're talking about, for the week, the topics about manifestation, as well as the importance of the inner dialogue or a chant or mantra you can have with yourself around anything in life, around thank you, I receive this. And it's very potent. Very potent way to relate to reality and how the cosmos, universe, God, spirit, source shows up for you in the evolution of your life. Remember that our whole human incarnation of the human experience is about your soul evolving itself. And that's through experiences, relationships, moments. Everything in your life is always happening for you, never to you, never against you. And so in any moment, the beautiful mantra of thank you, I receive this is a beautiful way to receive. And if you're somebody that loves to give, if your heart is always open when you give, and it's something that fills your spirit or fills your day around anything, the importance of giving is also the importance to be able to receive. The back of our chakra of our heart is where we receive, and the front of our heart is where we choose to give. And so the only way to amplify your giving is to amplify your receiving. And so it's important for you to acknowledge the times you receive, whether somebody gives you a gift, an offering, a message, a sharing, like something that's really important is to always say, whether you verbally or to yourself, like, thank you, I receive this. Even in a moment of a challenge, like, thank you, I receive this. And it's always happening for you. And so we get in the context of really understanding how we evolve through this life and how we really show up, as well as how our life is always happening for us, never to us, never against. So by being thankful around thank you, I receive this, it allows life to provide more for you, and anything that comes into your existence, whether it be a challenging conversation, challenging moment, a blissful experience, a comment, a compliment, thank you, I receive this. And it's a beautiful mantra to get into your consciousness around how you relate to life. In the native understanding of the Lakota language, they say, aho watakiase. And it's about saying thank you to all relations, and not just about relations in different races or how people relate to themselves or to other people, but how everything relates to itself. How your liver relates to the organs, how your stomach relates to the kidneys, like how everything relates to each other. And you're always blessing the relations, how everything is in relation to each other. Even when you understand that every single plant and insect and being or creation on the planet is here to complement the other. And you see it in nature. Nature's a beautiful expression, a beautiful teacher for us, to teach us how everything is in relation to each other. Everything complements each other, and everything has a purpose of how it expands to the next evolution of itself and how it relates to creation, how it shows up. And nature is a beautiful model of that for us to learn from in all that it is. How the wind relates to the water relates to our oxygen, how it all beautiful relates to each other, and really getting into the flow of that. Reminding you that, we have this software of our system. It's called unconditional love. And we always understand love as like a verb, an action of how to love something or someone else, or how to love ourselves. But this energy is always giving back to itself. Other planets, part of the cosmos, might call it something different. But either way, the energy is always giving back to itself. So people say it's all about love. They're talking about that relationship, where everything is relating to itself in the essence of giving back to itself. And so this simple phrase of thank you, I receive this, is kind of your access point to that flow of energy. And getting the flow of unconditional love of source, of how everything evolves itself. And it makes that beautiful infinity sign of how it's always giving back to itself unconditionally. So we call that energy unconditional love, but other places might call it something different. So again, this access point into that is, and you could also call it gratitude, but a way to express gratitude is thank you, I receive this. So that resonates with you in some way, shape, or form, even a tough conversation with maybe a partner or a friend, like either if it's something that's you have differences about, you can still say thank you, I receive this. And it's just really potent, and like I said, it's an access point to beginning to access the infinite possibilities of creation, and getting you out of a limited mindset of how things are supposed to show up for you. And it allows you to be open to the infinite possibilities of how things show up in life and the wonder of things, and being able to be that wonder, that we do in Kundalini Yoga. Just the wonder of how creation just shows up every moment for us, including ourselves. So there's that. So the main topic of this week is also manifestation. And there's so many theories around manifestation and topics of it. And, many decades ago, we had manifestation boards, and you put pictures of things you want to experience of your life into your room so you can visualize it, you can see it. Remember that when we're looking to manifest, we're not looking to call something in that we don't have, because the concept or the energy of that I don't have something, I want to call it in, is the immediate blocker of manifesting anything in your life. Know that everything, they say everything you have is within you. And yes, that is an access point. You can go through your practices and access any information you want to access. But know that whatever in your life is supposed to be here for the destiny of your soul, it's already in your field of influence. Whether it's here to show up today or 10 years from now, it's still in your field. And most likely, if there's something that resonates with you that you want to experience, you haven't experienced yet, and it's calling to you, and you're looking to manifest it, it's probably because it's already, the frequency of it's already in your field of energy. And so you're just looking to call it forth into the physical realm. So by doing that, you become one with the manifestation, become one with the idea or the concept or the feeling of what that feels like. Whether it be a trip around the world, a boat, a partner, like whatever it is that you're looking to manifest in the physical realm into your life, the best way to do that is to come into the frequency of what that already feels like. Like, what does it feel like, to have all your bills paid? What does it feel like to be on that vacation? What does it feel like to be traveling through different parts of the country or different parts of the earth or different countries? And what does it feel like to already be experiencing that? And when you do that, the universe will be like, oh, it's already there. Let's manifest it. They already have it in their system. And so it brings it into the alignment of existence, into your experience of the human experience. By being able to feel into what it actually feels like. What does it feel like to be in full harmony with your partner? What does it feel like for it to have that child you're manifesting into your life, to already have it present with you? No matter what the topic is or what you're looking to manifest, it's about you connecting to the feeling of it. Not just the emotions of it, but the frequency of it, the energy of it. Like, what does it feel like for that experience to already be happening? And through your practices, you have an ability to tap into that. Whether maybe it's something you've experienced, maybe you're calling in, an incredible relationship in your life. I want you to think back of when you've had that. What did it feel like? What did that feeling feel like? Not so much of the person or the experience, or meaning the content of the actual moment that had happened, but more importantly, what did it feel like within your system? Energetically, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And when you can tap into the feeling of that, that's good when it's going to show up in your life. That's when you're going to begin to call it forth, and it's going to begin to start manifesting. These are really important topics and really important ways to get into that aspect of the life you want to experience. Remember that we're co-creators of our existence. And so we can actually co-create with source energy to manifest things we want to experience and what we want our life to be about. Our life doesn't have to be about struggles all the time. It doesn't have to constantly be about challenges. It can really be about the life that you want to create, life that you want to live. And, it's so much beyond just having the financial structure of how you want to live your life. Our society puts so much basis on that. But when you come into the energy of abundance through the access of trust, like trusting your life that was happening for you, never to you, never against you, you'll begin to come into more of abundance in your life. And it's going to show up in all ways. Abundance of friendships, abundance of clarity, abundance of connection, abundance of finances. Like, no matter what you want to call in, it's coming into what does that feel like already in your system for that to be present, and realizing that it's already in your field. So through the Diamond Heart Project and through the different techniques we talk about, and we guide you and suggest, these are all ways for you to access these points in your system to kind of feel what that feels like of that in your system. So hopefully this has helped you. And then the vision boards are always great, and the concept of feeling into it or thinking about it or putting into your line of meditation around the different experiences you want to call forth. But the most important part is actually accessing, like, what does it feel like in your system to already have that present in your life. This is how manifestation works. So hopefully this helps you on some level. We can always talk about it on the integration calls, but always gives you a concept of how to really understand how the technology of manifestation works in our system and connecting to the universal properties of abundance of life. This helped you, and love to see you soon on the calls. So blessings. Mahalo.